All right, so we have another question before us. So let's quickly look at how we are going to solve this question. So this question says we should evaluate the integral of 25x squared minus 4 all divided by 15x minus 6 dx with the lower limit and upper limit of -1 and 2 respectively. So let's look at how we can solve this question. Okay, so since this question is a definite integral, so let's recopy the question or let's rewrite the question again. So we have here that we have 25x squared minus 4 all divided by 15x minus 6 dx. Good. So for such question, um, we have to do something. We have to work on this so that the whole work becomes so easy for us, so that we'll be able to find the answer to this question. So let's look at this. Now looking at this, you see we have 25x squared minus 4, and that is the numerator. The denominator we have what? 15x minus 6. So let's solve them one after the other. So let's tackle the numerator. So we know that this numerator we can also write it as 5x all squared minus 2 all squared. And remember that once you have this, then we have what we call what? Difference of two squares. Difference of two squares. So this one can be written as 5x minus 2 in one parenthesis. And then we have another 5x plus 2. Good, because this is what difference of two squares, so we have this what expansion. Good. The same thing, we can also expand the denominator. So this one can also be written as, so we have it as, since we have 15 here, we have 6 here, I think we can factor some numbers out. So which of the numbers can we factor? Now we can write 3 out, and once 3 is out, then we have here as what? 5x minus, then here becomes what? 2. So that if we should multiply it again, we are getting this back. So that's what we are doing. So once we have this, then we can substitute it into the question. So we can write the question again as this. So we have 5x minus 2 and then 5x plus 2 all divided by 3. Then we have open bracket x minus 2 dx. Good. Now since we have here as 5x minus 2, we can see that we also have 5x minus 2 here. So we can cross this out. Then we have this here. So we can have 5x plus 2 all divided by 3 dx. Good. So this is what we are going to deal with. So let's find the integral of this. So note that we can rewrite this as 1/3 out. Then we have 2 here, -1. Then we have 5x plus 2. Then we have the x. Good. So once we have this out, then we can easily find the integral of this. So if we are finding the integral of this, then we can write it as, so we have, so if you are finding the integral of this, then we are getting 5 on 2x exponent what? 2 plus, then we have here as what? 2x. So this is the integral, and then we have our limits, both lower limit and upper limit. Good. Once we are able to integrate this, then we can substitute our limits here. So we are going to have 1/3. So we have 1/3. Then we first substitute the upper limit, which is 2. So we have 2 here divided by 2 plus 2, and then minus, then we are going to substitute our lower limit. So we also have 5 on 2, then -1 squared plus 2, and then -1. Good. So let's do this simplification. So we can write 1/3 out. So 2 squared gives us what? We know it's 4. 4 times 5 gives us what? 20. So we can write our 20 here divided by 2 plus, then 2 times 2 gives us what? 4. Good. Minus. So -1 squared gives us what? 1. 1 times 5 gives us what? 5. So 5 on 2. 2 times -1 gives us what? 2. Good. So once we have this, can further what? Simplify this. So we are getting, we still have 1/3 out. So let's deal with this bracket. So if we are dealing with this bracket, then we are going to get what? 14 here, because 20 divided by 2 gives us what? 10. 10 plus 4 gives us what? 14. Then let's also deal with this. Now if we are to simplify this fraction, so 2 times -2 gives us what? -4. -4. So 5 minus 4 will give us what? 1 divided by 2. So here we are getting this here. Good. So once we have this, then we can continue from here. So if I'm to deal with this bracket, then I'm getting 1/3 dot. So how do I deal with this? So I will get 28 minus 1 divided by 2. Good. Which gives me what? 1/3 times, so 28 minus 1 gives me what? 27 divided by 2. Good. So since we have 3 here, we have 27 here. Now this 3 will cross itself 1. It will divide this how many times? 9. Good. So since we have this, we can write our final answer as so 1 times 9 gives us what? 9. 1 times 2 gives us what? 2. So we can leave our answer in this form, or we can write this as 4 whole number 1 divided by 2. So this is our answer for the whole question. So when you are asked to solve this, that is how. So the whole question was this: -1, 2, then we have 25x squared minus 4 all divided by 15x minus 6 all the x. So this is our answer. Very simple. So when you are given such question, this is how you go about it. So if you see it, you may think it's so difficult, but looking at how the solution, how we went through the solution, you see that it's very, very simple. So that's it. So we'll meet next time. Thank you. Bye bye.